There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Boise State Broncos, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Boise State's offense will take the field first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Let's talk for a second about Boise State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Broncos have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Gets it out fast. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Got him downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Broncos.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So USC's offense will go to work for the first time today. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He leaves it with the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Keeps looking downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Newton. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping it.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Grabs it in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Makes a grab, past the marker. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and makes it just a little too slippery in the hands. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble and throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Fakes to grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the big fullback. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up?
It's a seam wide open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the ground, it's Newton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gaines. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
The Broncos are flying down the field. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost a 2nd.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Broncos Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Wagner. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air, it's Daniels. This time on target.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no.
Makes the quick grab. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's loose. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 20, he's got space. They finally run whistle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right on the money. And he's dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The short hands, it's Newton. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Breaks the tackle. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Run it with the fullback. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers, and then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a 1st down, big fella.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Here comes the heat. He's going for the goal line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback can't get away, and down he goes. No time left on the clock. They passed on the field goal try, and they'll get nothing in like it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Good pick up on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. The Trojans can really attack on this second and short. The 14-yard line. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. That's caught. It's Lockett. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Takes it on the return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Handoff to the single running back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The sure hands, it's Gaines. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gaines. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Off the play fake on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to keep it in the air. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the fullback. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Working the middle, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snags it over the middle. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
Give to the back.
Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you
Just keeps moving. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? They're going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to... the football.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Knight. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And the Broncos will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Boise State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To throw, it's Knight. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter, critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap.